This is a Sports Catastrophe production.
Hey there, hi there, ho there, it's Jeff Cutter Diamond. Welcome you to another Sports Catastrophe on this day. And on this day, January the 19th, 2000. Well, in the year 2000, Michael Jordan made a return to the NBA. Not as a player, but as a executive with the Washington Wizards. Which is shocking and all of that. So, anyway, the story of Michael Jordan was huge in the way he was. He was the Bulls' savior in a sense. In 1984, the Bulls had the number 3 pick. Houston and Portland both decided to draft ahead of them and not pick MJ. Houston, you can be forgiven for because they picked Hakeem Olajuwon. And Portland, they went with Sam Bowie instead of Michael Jordan because they had Jim Paxson and Clyde Drexler on their squad. Anyway, so he fell to the Bulls, number 3, and he was basically the reason why the Bulls were 6-time NBA champs in the 1990s. Jordan had a few stints with things. In 93, he retired at the top of his game after leading the Bulls to a three-peat. And people were shocked. More shocked that he would actually spend his time trying to do minor league baseball. It was in the White Sox system and was getting a little better and all that. But of course, the baseball strike reached an impasse, and basically Jordan would have been a replacement player and didn't want to do that. So he decided to go back to basketball. He would wear number 45 because his 23 was still in the rafters. And he did okay, but the Bulls did lose to the Magic in the second round of the playoffs. MJ came back in full force for the 96 season, which saw the Bulls win 72 games, the most by a winning NBA squad, like winning the NBA Finals, because those pesky Warriors won 73 games in 2016, but they lost the finals in Game 7 to Cleveland. Anyway, so people were thinking, why did he retire? There was a gambling investigation to MJ, and there was also the main fact that his father had died in the summer of 1993, and MJ felt lost. That signature moment of him crying when the Bulls won their 4th NBA title in 96 on Father's Day is an enduring image. So anyway, he decided to quit after the 98 season. And of course, he was the guy with the final shot in Game 6, which beat the Jazz. Anyway, Jordan retired officially before the lockout had ended. Phil Jackson was gone. Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman looked like they were gone from the Bulls. So MJ retired. But more than a year after retiring as a player, he was back in the NBA. Not with the Bulls in any capacity, but with the Washington Wizards of all teams. He was part owner and president of basketball operations. It was like, why Washington? I don't get it. Why? What? Detroit, not Chicago, and especially not Seattle. But regardless of that, Jordan's responsibilities were comprehensive. He controlled all aspects of the Wizards' basketball operations and had the final say in all personnel matters. So anyway, MJ had some stuff to do with the Wizards. Now, of course, nothing is easy with him. He did purge the team of several highly paid, unpopular players like Juwan Howard and Ron Strickland. So, the fans didn't like the player. MJ's like, fine, we'll get rid of him. Unfortunately, though, he was also known for using the first pick in the 2001 NBA draft to take Kwame Brown from high school. And Kwame did not have the popularity and was traded away after 4 seasons. Kwame Brown did win a few rings with the Lakers, though, which made the story even more worse. So MJ was certain he would never play another NBA game. But by 2001, inspired by Mario Lemieux's comeback the previous winter. He's like, why not me? And so he decides, why not? I'll try my hand at basketball. So he went back with the Wizards. He was training and all that. MJ would hire Doug Collins to be Washington's coach for the upcoming season. So MJ announced his return to the NBA to play for Washington and would donate his player salary to the victims of September 11th. Of course, MJ could not be part owner while he was playing basketball and all that. So he did what he could. MJ actually did put up 22.9 points per game, which was amazing, and was an MVP candidate and got them to playoff contention. But unfortunately, he suffered torn cartilage in his right knee, and he only played 60 games. But he did give Washington 37 wins, which was 18 games above what they were last time. MJ was named to the 2003 All-Star game, and Vince Carter, at the last minute, decided to give up his spot to MJ to start the game. So anyway, he played all 82 games, which was shocking enough, putting up 20 points per game. So it looked pretty decent, all that. A lot of people wanted to see Washington and all that. He would openly criticize his team in the media. Everyone realized that MJ was done after 2003. The strange thing is Miami retired number 23 for MJ, despite the fact he didn't play for the team. Anyway, MJ's final game was in Philadelphia and all that. So anyway, MJ did all that. It was kind of weird. All that. So anyway, after retiring from basketball, he would return to be director of basketball operations. But May 2003, Abe Pullen fired Jordan, and MJ was betrayed. Thought he was betrayed because if he had known he would be fired upon retiring, he would not have come back to play for the Wizards. But he bought a minority stake in the Charlotte Bobcats and was technically their owner for a few seasons and all that. Unfortunately, he was the owner when the Bobcats posted a 106 winning percentage, the worst in NBA history. But it wasn't the worst record. Well, their 7-59 record happened in a strike-shortened season. It wasn't the 82-game schedule. So they technically kind of have the winning percentage record, but not the worst record in a full season. And yes, he sold his stakes and the team of Charlotte for $3 billion, making it 10 times what Jordan paid for the whole team and all that. And he did what he could. So, logically, MJ being with the Wizards kind of helped, kind of didn't help. Well, obviously it didn't help with Kwame Brown, but what can you do? Anyway, I'm Jeff. I'm going to do.